Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And my brothers and sisters, what we're going to talk about tonight is going to blow your minds. This is breaking. The city of Baltimore is suing the ATF because the ATF wouldn't give them internal data tracing for gun owners and basically the path of the gun purchase. So then they sued them because the Freedom of Information Act failed. Gun controllers suing ATF. Guys, this is massive, and gun control groups, massive ones, are right in the mix. This is everything you need to see. Make sure you send this one out to everyone because this is a massive deal. Everything will be linked in the description box below. Of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. And with that, let's dive right in here. Guys, it's hard to express how important what we're about to cover is. We're going to do multiple videos on it because it's a really deep concept. But this is on a very high level. Baltimore City, I'm going to show you right here, is suing the ATF over improper denial of gun crime data. Keep in mind, Baltimore is in Maryland. Maryland is a gun control state. Baltimore is a gun control city. They sued the ATF. Do you know why they sued the ATF? Because Everytown for Gun Safety decided to back them in a Freedom of Information request to get the gun trace data from manufacturer through the entire distribution chain, of which is federally illegal. I'm going to walk through that in a second. The ATF denies them that. And so they turn around and sue the ATF for something that is illegal federally, that they couldn't give them all that already, per the amendments I'm about to show you. Guys, this is a big deal. In my opinion, the gun control groups overextended on this one because everyone is lining up. And like I said, this is big. Check this out. Baltimore. Baltimore City has filed a lawsuit against the ATF, alleging that the agency improperly denied critical gun crime data. Mayor Brandon Scott announced Tuesday. The lawsuit claims one key federal amendment is blocking cities like Baltimore from getting this information. The information they're seeking is federally protected, as in you cannot know it, you are not part of the government as part of an active investigation. It's called the TART Amendment. I'm about to show you it in a second. All right, let's get into this because this is insane how much they jumped the shark on this one. The ATF maintains a database of firearm trace data. That's weird. I thought it couldn't do that. Anyway, which officials can use to track the flow of recovered guns from manufacturer to distributor. But Scott says the Bureau denied a Freedom of Information Act request for that data in September, which would have provided city leaders with top 10 sources of crime guns in Baltimore between 2018 and 2022. Something that the ATF is not federally legally allowed to share. They filed a Freedom of Information Act to get something that is illegal to share on a federal level in the charter and the funding of the ATF. They said no because of the reasons I just issued, and then they're turning around and suing them. A gun control city in a gun control state is suing the ATF with the help of Everytown for Gun Safety because they want federally protected data and they're not getting it. Guys, you can't make this one up. Let's continue. Let me show you a tweet around the same topic. Mayor Brandon Scott, along with Everytown, announcing a lawsuit at ATF over a denied FOI, or Freedom of Information Act, to obtain gun tracing data. ATF denied it over the TART Amendment, which only allows this data to be given to law enforcement and prosecutors. And I'm going to show you the exact statute here in a second. But this is coming from Everytown for Gun Safety. These guys have been emboldened to the point where they're just going to completely circumvent federal law now because it's for the children. These people are unhinged. If you're a gun activist watching this, if you happen to belong to, like, I don't know, GOA, FPC, you're going to have a field day with this one. Everything's linked right down there. Check it out or do your own research. But here we go. Let's keep going. The big obstacle to this data, according to the complaint, this is the lawsuit, is the TART. I can never say it right. I'm just going to say TART. TART writer. It's TART, I believe. But this amendment, which was first passed into federal law back in 2003, allows law enforcement and prosecutors to get gun tracing data for specific cases. However, these agencies and individuals are not allowed to share it. The TART amendment is why the ATF denied the request, according to the complaint. Here we go. If you didn't believe me that Everytown was involved, check this out. But Everytown Law, the litigation arm of the gun control advocacy nonprofit Everytown for Gun Safety, said the amendment doesn't address Freedom of Information Act. Really? It wouldn't cause any privacy issues, the head lawyer says. Well, let me just walk you through what the actual amendment says, which is attached in federal law. This is sitting federal law. Let's get it. These people have been emboldened to the point it's unbelievable. Let's get in here. So, the charter amendments are a series of riders attached to appropriations for the alcohol, or the ATF, and the FBI. First introduced in 2003 and amended over time, today the charter amendments are understood as prohibiting the ATF from engaging in various firearm-related activities. First, the agency is barred from consolidating or centralizing records maintained by federal firearm licensees. That's the whole you can't make a database thing right there. It's illegal. Second, the agency, here we go, the agency cannot disclose to anyone the contents from the Firearm Trace System database maintained by the National Trace Center, which tracks the movement of firearms recovered by law enforcement, or information and records that FFLs must keep or report under. Okay, it says it right there. They cannot share that information. Outside groups cannot get it. Well, Everytown for Gun Safety wants it. The mayor of Baltimore wants it, so they're suing the ATF to circumvent federal law after they got smacked in the face with the Freedom of Information Act denial. Guys, this is a really big deal. Stay tuned. Make sure that subscription is active, that like button is hit, and that notification bell is on, because we're about to tear this one apart. There's lots more coming, and this is a big story. Everything will be linked. Of course, let me know what you guys think, and I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.